Okay, today I'm going to cook some okonomiyaki. I got this from Yashihua, a recipe on the web. So the first thing I'm going to need is a big Chinese yam, which I got over here. The next thing I'll need is some flour. But this is special. This is the Okonomiyaki flour that you can get at the Japanese market. This recipe calls for some fatty pork, one cabbage, this is a green onion that I'll cut. Some eggs. I'm using some organic eggs over here. Tenkanasu. It's basically the leftover from tempura, or in this case, I mean it's specifically made. They're like crunchy tempura chips, basically. And then some bonito flakes. Some nori flakes over here. You will also need some Japanese mayonnaise. And finally, some okonomiyaki. So for the first step in this recipe, I'm going to take the eggs and I'm going to put them in the bowl. Next step is you want to mix, basically I have about 4 eggs, so you want to put some flour in, but you don't want the flour to be overpowering. The next step is to grind the Chinese yam or nagimo with a grater into the mixture. So, as you can see, grinding the yam, it produces this kind of milky, creamy mix. The recipe calls for mixing a little bit of mayo and some soy and some dashi into the mix. So I have the chopped cabbage that I'm going to add to my mix. Next I'm going to add the green onion, and I'm also going to add some of the imitation crab meat. So I've added all those ingredients, and now I'm going to mix the cabbage and the wet ingredients and the other ingredients I've added real well. So I'm going to add the tenkanasu, the leftovers from the tempura, into the mix and mix that well into my mixed batter. So the next step, I'm putting a thick layer of the mix in a frying pan. I'm going to fry it until the bottom is brown. In addition to that, I'm going to add my pork on the top. So while it's frying, you want to occasionally check the bottom to see when you can turn it over. And to turn it over, you probably want to use 2 big spatulas. Okay, so I've turned it over. Basically, I cooked it for about 3 to 4 minutes on one side. So I'm going to cook it again for another 3 to 4 minutes on this side. So the next step is you want to dress your okonomiyaki. So I'm going to put some of the sauce and some mayonnaise, bonito flakes, and some of the nori on top. Okay, so now I'm done. Here's the okonomiyaki, and I'm going to drink it with some beer suggested from the recipe. You could also put some spicy kimchi. Also, and eat this with this. It's a very good recipe. You should try it.